show you a step-by-step process on how you can change your own front struts in your Nissan Pathfinder. Your side, first thing we need to do is get a jack under the vehicle, jack it up high enough, put a jack stand under it, and remove the wheel. Areas we're going to be working in. So we have a brake clip right there that we need to pull off so that we can free the brake line. And then we have a wire right here. I believe that's the ABS sensor. And that's also attached right there. And then right there is the stabilizer link. And then the two main bolts are going to be right there and there. So that's the main areas we're going to be working with. Now I also recommend you put a bottle jack underneath the steering knuckle. Here on the passenger side, we got one bolt right here, one right here, and you might be wondering where that third one is. Well, you see this little cover right here? There's a notch right here to pull that down, and the other one is right inside there. Now I like to take my struts off from the top and work my way down. That way when you take out that last bolt on the bottom, the strut will just drop right down. Some guys will hold the strut with one hand and try to take this bolt out with the other. I do it the easy way. So we're going to remove these three bolts first. You need a 13mm socket, and you're going to turn left or counterclockwise. This bolt that's in here, on the top of the strut is this little dust cap. Go ahead and pull that off, and then we're going to get that bolt out in there as well. So now the top side is all done. I don't need to go back up there for anything other than bolting on the new one. So when I take the last bolt out, this is just going to drop right down. I can use both hands to hold on to the strut. So now we need to remove this brake hose clip. So if you live down south where there's no rust, you can grab a hold of it with some needle nose pliers, pull that clip right off. If you live up north where I do, where everything's nice and rusty, take a flathead screwdriver and you can tap right along here and here. You might need to get underneath here and here, but just tap back and forth and you'll get this clip to come off. And then to move the hose, you want to push in like that and bring the hose over and around. That brake hose in my way, so I just got a zip tie from here to here. Just find somewhere to use a bungee cord or zip tie and keep that hose out of your way. This ABS wire, which is right here and right here. Kind of wiggle and push. Same thing with this side. Wiggle and push. And get that ABS wire out of the way. There's the ABS wire. I don't want that damaged either, so I have that zip tied here to this control link. Now when the strut drops down, there's going to be no hoses, no wires in the way to get damaged. Time to remove those pesky stabilizer links. So a lot of guys will just put the 18mm socket on here and keep turning and turning and turning and turning. They don't realize there's a nut on the back side. So you need an 18mm on the front. And if you come around here to the back, you need a 19mm open end wrench right there. Now with the bottle jack under here, go ahead and pump this up about 2-3 inches, and that's going to relieve tension on that stabilizer link. And now using that bottle jack, you take all the tension out of the stabilizer link so it easily goes in and out of that hole, and you just rotate that down and out of the way. The stabilizer link is disconnected. You can go ahead and loosen your bottle jack and let that come down. All we have are these two main bolts left. If you have some rusty bolts, you might want to spray some rust penetrant or some WD-40 on there before you go ahead and break it loose. Let that sit on there for about 10 minutes. To remove this top and bottom bolt, you'll need a 21mm socket on both sides, or an open end wrench and a socket. You can also use a 13/16. A lot of kits don't go up to 21mm, but a 13/16 is going to be pretty tight. You might have to tap it with a hammer, but that will also work. All right, I've got the nuts off. So these bolts, if there's no tension, they should just slide right in and out. If you have a lot of tension on them, Maybe it's from rust. But you can tap this end of the bolt, and I would use a plastic hammer. Don't use metal because you don't want to damage the threads. Now go ahead and compare your new strut to the old strut. Make sure all the bolt mounting holes and everything else line up. Now if you want to replace your stabilizer links, we're going to go ahead and do that, and then we're going to install the strut. Now's a good time to replace these stabilizer links because we're already in here, and now we have easy access to remove this one as well. So all we have to do is unbolt this and bolt on the new one. We're going to go ahead and install those stabilizer links. Now I highly recommend you put some blue Loctite on these threads because you definitely don't want these to vibrate loose. Go ahead and put the strut in. So I just have it setting on this steering knuckle right here, but I'm going to lift the strut up a little bit. I'm going to line up these holes, and I'm just going to put one bolt through, just put a nut on a little bit to kind of hold it in place. Alright, so now the strut is kind of held in place, and now with that bottle jack underneath, I'm just going to jack it up, and slowly raise everything up and line up the holes with the top strut mount. So now with that jacked up like that, I can easily thread in my top mounting bolts. And same thing, just put a little bit of thread locker on these threads as well. Alright, so all you want to do is get these bolts here snug. We're going to torque those at the end once we lower the car down. Go ahead and put in the bottom bolt, put a little bit of Loctite on the threads, and we're going to tighten these up to 122 foot-pounds. You can go ahead and push in that ABS wire. One right there. This one actually almost just fell right in place. Zip tie on this brake line. So now we need to put that brake line on. So just kind of push the line through this slot, and then this metal fitting is going to come through from the back side. So now we need to slide this clip on, and it goes like this. You don't want to try putting it on this way. So if you're looking at it, this kind of bent up edge should be towards you. So it's going to go this way. It might help if you put a little bit of lubricant on there before sliding the clip on. Where you're going to push from the back and then push in. Now depending how stubborn yours is, you can kind of hold this bracket with your thumb. You can take a hammer and then just tap the clip like that, and it should go right into place. Now the only thing left to install is the top of the stabilizer link. Now you see how far away the hole is? That's why I have that bottle jack under the steering knuckle. So we're just going to jack it up to line up with the stud. And it goes right into place. Put your Loctite on there. Go ahead and install the front wheel. Now I've removed the jack. The car is sitting on its own weight on the ground. Now we can torque these top three, and we're going to torque those to 26 foot-pounds. One inside that hole torqued. Don't forget to put this little dust cap over top of it. Now the passenger side is complete. Now we can go ahead and start on the driver's side. All right, so I'm working on the driver's side now. Same setup. Got my bottle jack underneath there. Come up right here, I've got that brake line zip tied out of the way. That came out of this spot right here. Got my ABS sensor wire off, zip tied down there out of the way. I've got the stabilizer link already off. Got the nuts right here already off, and I have the top mount screws already out. So all I gotta do is take these two out, and this strut will come right out. All right, at this point I got pretty much everything just kind of snug. I've got all the bolts in, but nothing real tight. I just need to jack up this section here, line it up with the stabilizer link. So I got my bottle jack underneath. And it's doing the same thing as I did on the other side. We'll jack that up till it lines up. We can go ahead and push the ABS wire back where it belongs. Brake line to put on. I'm just going to put a little bit of WD-40 on here so the clip slides on a little easier. Go ahead and let the jack down. Back on, all torque down. We need to lower the vehicle all the way down. We can go ahead and torque these top 3 bolts. Put this little dust cover back on. And that's it, guys. This job's complete. So if your front end was a little bouncy before, it should fix that. If you had some clunking or rattling in the front end, that should be fixed as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the step-by-step video, and thanks for watching.